Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It helps other people know when they post videos. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. So please do your homework first before you get started. And welcome to week 144 Keto Results. Wow, can you believe it? We're on week 144. Yeah, so I've had a pretty good weight loss week. I lost 3 pounds this week, so that was an achievement. So I'm back down to 225, and I've been really careful what I've been eating all week long, and every now and then I'll throw in some keto meals. But we get ready to transition over from keto to carnivore, and every now and then in the month of June I will have a keto meal or make a keto treat, and they're going to approach it that way. The biggest challenge for me in the month of November, the biggest challenge for me in the month of June is going to be on Friday nights when because again, I can help myself to the foods over there, within reason there, for the work, because we can have something to eat and we don't have to pay for it. So I'm going to try to lay off the carby foods, and then also for the month of June, I'm going to lay off my soda, which is the Coke Zero, which is my preference for soda, and make sure I get my plenty of water intake each day. And of course I drink my coffee and tea throughout the day. And that's the approach we're going to have for the month of June, and we're going to have a successful journey. And yeah, thank you for following me along, and welcome to all the new members that just recently subscribed to my channel since probably maybe Thursday last week or something like that. I picked up like about 20 new subscribers, and my channel is really starting to grow there. We're up to 237, unless it's changed since I posted this video. And I just want to let you know it's going good. I wanted to give you an update on the wound center. We went over to the wound center on Thursday. She scraped off a lot of dead skin off my bottom of my both feet, and I'm going to continue going to see them, and then I got to follow up at Dr. Cadalgo for my feet this next week, and I go back and see the wound center in a couple of weeks. It's just going to take time. She told me it's quite common that people get this. It's not contagious or anything like that. It's just I'm just one of these lucky persons that have dry feet, and they bleed because I'm still considered heavy, and I go walking a lot. It puts pressure on the feet and it dries out my feet. And I just got to take better care of them, and along with my health. So that's another reason why I wanted to switch over from keto to carnivore, because and give up some things that I think that might be also causing the dry, cracked feet. Now I know definitely I'm not getting enough water, and somebody suggested vitamin D3, which I take anyways, and water intake I could probably understand that. So we're going to make the changeover. It's going to be a slow changeover to carnivore. I mean, I'm already getting some great carnivore ideas. The only thing that's going to be tough on me and Donna is the prices of meat are ridiculous. So I'm going to get what I can afford. And that's how my my approach has been doing the ketogenic lifestyle over the last 2 years. And it's been a marvelous experience helping many of you. And I'm going to continue to inspire as many of you as I can get out there and get healthy. And I just want to make a comment about something. So I had a little incident Friday night. So Friday, most of you know that follow me, I do the charity bingo on Friday nights. Most of the time I sell charity tickets. You have pull tabs that you buy, you open up, and you get a chance to win. And we got one charity ticket that's up there to $2,400. And then we have one that automatically pays out $600, and then the other ones automatically pay out $300, $250 if you get certain combinations of numbers when they play the games during the bingo game. So I'm selling in the back over there with my friend Jerry over there, and it's like this every Friday night, and we have one line that forms the line to the left, okay? And let me know if I'm wrong on this or not, because I'd like to know your opinion. All right, so I'm selling tickets with them, and it's really, really hectic between 5 o'clock and 6:30 when we start selling, and we end selling. And we sell like 2 boxes of each, which is, we sell about $10,000 worth of pull tabs on Friday night, and that's a lot of cash flow that Jerry and I are handling. And we most of the time, like pretty much between $1 and $2 off or on, and sometimes spot on. So Friday night, we had a long line of people, and the line starts at the left. Well, some elderly lady came up to me and she cut in front of everybody, right to my right. And she says, I got a couple of free ones. So I goes like this. The line starts over there. Okay. And I said it just like that. Okay. And I didn't snap at her. I said it nice and polite. I said, the line starts over there. And she turned around and she called me an effing asshole. Part of my language. Okay. And I got so riled up at that. I said, hey, look, I don't have to be there Friday nights. I can, trust me, I have enough money if I want to play on Friday nights. I could go to New Hampshire and play bingo with my wife, but just take Friday night off altogether. Then they wouldn't have anybody selling charity tickets. And for that matter, if everybody felt the way I feel right now, there wouldn't even be a bingo over there because we're all volunteer members. We don't get paid. I gave up my night so she could have a night. And that's the way they treat people over there with respect, because these people just don't give a damn. So ask me, tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong by telling them the line was over there. And then I told her, I says, hey, look, I says, I told Betty, the one that runs the bingo, and very calmly, I was very upset. I was almost in tears last night when she told me that, because I'm a very happy-go-lucky guy. I do believe in God, and I do believe in Jesus, and I help everybody out the best I can, but I didn't need that last night. And then, so I was just so riled up, and I goes, you know what? I told my wife, I said, you know what we're gonna start doing, Donna? I said, you know what? We're gonna probably take a little bit of a break from that bingo once in a while, and I'm just gonna tell Betty and that Betty says, Donna and I are gonna take a little bit of a break, maybe about once a month. I'm just not coming to the bingo, and I'm just gonna relax. And then Betty told me last night, she said, I'd rather lose a bingo player than lose you and lose health, because if I lose my health, the bingo shuts down. And we had no bingo for 2 years during the BS, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And, we had nothing to do on Friday nights, and nobody did for 2 years. You want to go back to doing that again? This bingo is the last bingo that we have in our area. All the other bingos are shut down because they can't get any volunteers. We have a great group of volunteers, and we all get along, but I just didn't need that. She pissed me off. And I'm not putting up with that with somebody. I'm sorry. It's either that, I almost walked out of there last Friday night. I told my wife, I says, if that ever happens again, I'm going to just tell my wife, hey, look, you can play bingo, Donna. I'm going to go home and I'll make sure you get a ride home. And then at that point, I'm done with that. I'm not doing it no more. But I was so pissed. I mean, everything came out perfect Friday night for pull tab tickets and everything. I had a really good night there. But I'm dealing with feet issues. Everybody knows that. That's following my post for the last couple of months. I mean, I got home Friday night. This morning I woke up and my feet are like all split in the bottom, and they really hurt bad. And so Donna's treating them with Band-Aids and put the stuff on them that the doctors are giving me and stuff like that. And, I'm just trying to deal with it one day at a time and hope today and tomorrow is better than today. But so enough said about all that. I'm sorry if I ran right in. I'm sorry if I might swear I offended you. But I'm just getting fed up to a point where I don't need the aggravation anymore. Because I could go to bingo in New Hampshire on Friday nights and just enjoy myself and be around and Donna. I want to go back to work too, and I can't go back to work with my feet the way they are. I can't even do any walking. I got to give up all my city activity that I'm doing right now. It's got 90-degree weather, and I'm stuck in the house. I mean, try dealing with all that, and then give up a night of volunteering because that's what I enjoy doing. We were short-handed last night, and I was walking around last night, and when I got home, my feet are bleeding again. Okay, so these are some things that I'm going through. I'm not worried about my feet too much. My feet will get better, okay, but it's an obstacle that I'm just going to have to overcome. Just like my weight. My weight's it's not flying off what I wanted to do, but it's coming off slow and steady. And it's just going to take time. But and I get that. But I was really upset last night, Friday night, and I was almost in tears when I was talking to Betty, because I don't need to hear that from somebody. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy all the time, and I'm very spiritual. I'm reconnecting my faith with God, and and I'm not kind of angry at that person, but I'm angry what she had said to me, and I'm praying for her soul that she does the right thing. So she might wind up being kicked out of that bingo hall because you don't treat anybody like that. Come on, man. So we're going to do carnival for the month of June coming up on my next video, I'm going to do measurements and all that. I did weigh myself this morning. I'm 225.8 pounds, but I don't measure when I weigh myself. When I take a photograph, I don't take a photograph of my feet because my feet are disgusting, and you don't think you want to see my feet, how really bad they are. So I keep them off the scale as far as that goes. But yeah, I don't sugarcoat anything over here, and I'm just trying to be very inspirational to every one of you. I'm continuing to put up more and more recipes every day. It's hard to be positive in a negative world, and but you have to stay positive and stay focused and just enjoy life while we have it, because life is definitely too short. Now, my friend Alden that does the bingo with me on Friday nights, I got a text message from him the other morning. His brother passed away. His brother is only 57. They were getting ready to go camping together for Memorial Day weekend. His brother was working on his trailer, and the tire from up top fell on top of him and killed him. I said, that's awful. I guess, can you imagine? I felt so bad for my friend Alden, so that's what I said about life's too short. You don't need to be miserable, Yeah, I get it. Maybe she might have had some issues going on, but we all get issues, Get over it. I go, when I'm at the bingo, I'm in my happy zone. When I'm walking, I'm in my happy zone. When I'm by myself in an open field, just walking with my playlist on, I pray, and I'm in my happy zone. But don't treat people like that, because it's not right. But let me know your opinion if you're watching my video. That's all I wanted to know. Am I right or am I wrong? Right? Here's the whole thing. Just a hypothetical example. Most of you probably love Taylor Swift. I guess that's how you pronounce her first name, but Taylor Swift. She's a great vocalist that performs, right? And I love her music too. She had 3 concerts this past weekend at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts, all right? People were lined up 2 or 3 days before in Gillette Stadium, camping out, trying to get their tickets for the concert. And they told people, if you don't have a ticket, don't come down to the stadium, because you're not going to be able to get any through scalping and stuff like that. But can you imagine like 10,000 people standing in line, and somebody comes in the line in the very, very, very beginning and just cuts in line to get a ticket? You don't think that would cause a riot? So this is eventually going to happen on a Friday night, and I don't want that to happen. We got security there. We got a police officer that's there mostly every Friday night, but I don't want it to get to that point, okay? But I just didn't need it. And the other suggestion I'm going to mention to Betty next week is, can I have Wendy make up a sign that says the line starts over there with an arrow, so there won't be any more questions about it, because I'm getting to a point with it on Friday nights now. I don't want to do it no more. It's fun, but it's not becoming fun no more. But anyways, enough ranting about that. Yeah, so we're going to do carnivore. We got a lot of great meals coming up. Still going to do some keto in between here and there. The biggest challenge I'm going to have doing carnivore is going to be laying off of the soda, and then doing make sure I get plenty of water in with the electrolytes, and lay away from the carbies on the Friday night. So that's about all I got to say. Don't forget to be watching for more video recipes, and thank you again for coming along board with my weight loss journey. Getting ready to put together a past the present type slice presentation of before and then. And yeah, so that's about all I got to say. Again, if you're a veteran, thank you for your service for this country, and love you guys. Remember, freedom is not free, and that's all depends on your point of view right now. What's going on in the mainstream, and but it's still, they still fought for our country. Many retired veterans and many ones that passed away, and that made this country great again. And like I said, I promise it's going to be great again at some point. But anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have an amazing day.